Hi everyone, it's Giselle with a message for today, and I wanted to talk about worthiness, expectation, and receptivity. I've been contacted and had readings with a few different clients in the past few days who have received good outcomes in their lives, either with a new love or one of them mentioned that they used one of my techniques that I mentioned in one of my past videos about just sending love without any expectation. But then, to their surprise, they received communication from that person. And a lot of the people that have been contacting me have been quite surprised by the outcomes that they've received in their lives. And I did tell them, this should be expected. And the reason why you are so surprised and perhaps still have that feeling of, is this too good to be true though? Being suspicious or being doubtful. It's because it's your body telling you that you need to work on your worthiness and receptivity. And life has often conditioned people to expect the worst, feel unworthy, think that things are not going to work out for them or that what they ask for is too much, and that they shouldn't expect what they want, and that they often get what they don't. But it is time now to truly step into receiving and expecting to receive the very best, your desires, and to feel worthy of it. People often expect to change their life and have their world reflect to them a different reality, but they're not looking to change themselves first, which is why there is a bit of a gap, and they're not fully aligned with the idea. Which is why, as tiresome as it may sound, and as boring as it may sound after a while, working on ourselves first and foremost is the number one priority. Because when you work on yourself, you will see, expect, and easily accept changes, positive changes in your life. Because without working on yourself, for instance, regarding worthiness, you may have positive manifestations happening, but you will have that little thought in the back of your mind thinking, is this too good to be true? Is this going to end soon? Are they really in love with me, or do they really want to be with me, or is this all a sick trick? Or there's always this suspicion, this doubt, this really negative feeling that is basically kind of ruining the whole experience. But when you've truly worked on your self-worth and then something like this happens, you can truly enjoy the experience. You can immerse yourself in it and know that it's gonna last because you made it that way. You manifested this, and this is for you. And you can truly have a good time rather than being suspicious and doubtful and fearful that it might end. So it's just very important to work on these things before or during your manifestation time, because without a solid foundation, it's just going to be very difficult. And the solid foundation is you. It is you, your self-worth, your self-love, and therefore your expectation for what you want your world to look like, for how you want others to be towards you. And being expectant of these things is just the best position you can be in. You're then not going to be surprised or shocked and then not knowing what to do, or whilst it's happening, whether that's communication with your person or seeing them, you're not going to sit there with these really scary thoughts of, do they really like me? Am I actually good enough? This is the thing. You have to know that you're good enough. And if you've been feeling not good enough for your whole life, it's going to take practice for you to accept that about yourself. But it's something very necessary, because otherwise you will go through life just not trusting the world, not trusting the person you're with, not trusting that you can actually have this, therefore being resistant, and then the energies of that may well push the situation away. So work on the fact that you are more than good enough. If you weren't, why in the world would you be in a position to be with this person? You have to ask yourself that. You also attract who you are being. So if you are going to be insecure and doubtful, the person that you're with or trying to bring in will reflect that back to you, and they will be insecure and doubtful. Which is why the foundation, which is you, needs to be in the space that you want the person you want to be with to be in. So if you want a secure, stable, loving, caring person who is committed to you and loyal to you, you are firstly going to have to reflect those qualities to yourself. You're going to have to know that you're worthy of commitment. You're going to have to know that you're worthy of loyalty, to know that you are good enough, to know that you are desirable, to know that you're exactly the person they are looking for, to know that you are the one. And with that knowledge, you will see a whole different world reflected back to you from the person, from other people, because you have that solid foundation within yourself to receive exactly what it is that you have desired. And the best time to work on this is today. It's right now. Stop thinking thoughts that make you feel less than. Change your vocabulary to not include words that make you feel less than. And correct it whenever you say something that you don't actually mean or like to hear about yourself. Just change those words to reflect something that you do want. It won't happen overnight, but it will happen over time. And the more secure and solid that you can be within yourself, the more secure and solid your connections with your special person or other people in your life are going to be. And I've witnessed this myself. At the beginning of my journey, I was a bit lost. I was still searching for things. I certainly didn't have the level of confidence and self-love that I do now. And I felt that that was reflected in my person. He reflected qualities of still searching, of not fully being secure. But as the years have gone on, and I've worked on myself, and not worried about him because he needs to be on his own journey, and that should be the case for each and every one of us here. He has reflected things to me to show that he has also done his soul searching and working on himself. And the more secure that you can be within that, even if it's not showing yet, even if you're not getting the evidence from your person yet, you must know that this is happening in the background, and that one day they could go and reveal all of that to you, and you will expect it, but you will also know it because you've known it all along. So work on that. Be confident within yourself and expect only the very best. So I hope that this has helped you. If you would like to connect to me, I'm offering 33% off a bundle of 3. So if you buy 2 healings, readings, or channeled love messages, you will get your third one free. All the details for that are in the description, and my link to my website with other promotions and services will also be mentioned there. I thank you all so very much for watching. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.